Good day. This is William Garvey, editor-in-chief of Business and Commercial Aviation magazine. As 2016 comes to a close, we're speaking with David Sneed, the executive vice president and chief operating officer of Delta Private Jets. That subsidiary of Delta Airlines provides charter and jet card services to companies and individuals by using a fleet of business jets. David, what's the scope of your operation in terms of, aircraft, employees, locations, that sort of thing?
So at Delta Private Jets today, we're going to end the year with somewhere around 74 to 75 aircraft that range anywhere from a Citation II all the way up to a Gulfstream 650 and 21 different fleet types in between. Roughly 430 employees today, of which 250, 260 of those are pilots, crew members. We service approximately 5,000 airports in North America, and roughly 5 to 7% of our operations are international today.
Many people view business aviation and the scheduled carriers as competitors for some of the passengers. Obviously, Delta does not see it that way. So how does Delta Private Jets complement and advance the interests of the airline?
That's a great question, and to put it bluntly, we believe there is a practicality between people flying private and commercial in a lot of cases, and the data that we have on a lot of our passengers would validate that. So at Delta Private Jets, one of our main goals in 2017 is to build a seamless travel solution for that flyer that would, in some or most cases domestically and even short international trips, take a private jet. But when time calls, whether it be business or pleasure, to go overseas to Europe or over, into China, then we would fly them into one of the 8 Delta hubs in North America, transfer them in the new Porsche service onto the mainline aircraft, the 777, or one of the new A350s that we've got coming on board for that portion of their flight. And then the return trip, obviously, if they ordered the private jet, we'd be waiting on them once they landed, whisk them away in the Porsche after they clear customs and get their luggage and take them back to the private jet for the flight home.
Speaking of seamlessness, can a Delta customer book one of the private jets on the Delta website yet?
Not yet, but that is in the works. Our initial thought today is we may approach that through a new mobile app that will be branded Delta Private Jets, but obviously have the ability to tie into the Delta system as well. We haven't made the final decision on whether you'll be able to do this on Delta.com and the mobile app or just the mobile app. Today, Delta Private Jets clients have the ability to do this now and have for some time. It's just a phone call today as we ramp up to figure out exactly what tool or tools that we will choose to be able to facilitate this in a quicker fashion.
I know that you folks have been adding goodies for Delta Private Jet customers. One of the recent ones is trading miles for flights, and another you've already mentioned a couple of times, that reference to Porsche. Can you explain those benefits?
Yeah, so I'll start with the Porsche. Obviously, at Delta for some time now, we've had elite services here that the high-value customers are picked up in the Porsches at time, and really anyone that the team here in Atlanta that observes this 24/7, 365, if someone's running late that would cause an international flight to be delayed, etc., it's a surprise and delight tool that Delta's had for some time. And Delta Private Jets, literally, we just look at this and recognize that we could expand on that. So we're going to add our own Porsches to the already established Delta Porsche fleet throughout the country in the 8 hubs. And in essence, what this will mean for a Delta Private Jets customer is any time that you fly into one of the Delta hubs and you're booked on an international mainline flight, either inbound or outbound, it will be complimentary as part of your jet card service. Forgive me, the second piece of that, I hit the Porsche of the Sky Miles. Obviously, Delta has a lot of Sky Miles members, and we looked at how we could create more value in the attempt to cross-pollinate between the commercial airline and the private jet company. And miles is something that we thought that some of our members at Delta in the Sky Miles platform, that we'd be able to get some of those folks onto the private jets at time to be able to enjoy the service at Delta Private Jets And then vice versa, the people that are flying private jets predominantly in the Delta Enterprise, that we would be able to open up the capability of them to have a seamless travel solution by virtue of the Porsches, etc., when they go into one of the major hubs and connect on to the main line as well. So really trying to approach this from an enterprise perspective, whether it be predominantly private jet flyer or a commercial flyer, to sort of have both of them have the ability to use both sides of each of the companies here.
Are any other goodies in the works?
Well, we've announced that GoGo, we've got a contract with them that it will begin, we believe they'll be on time at the end of the first quarter in 2017. We're going to install the Biz 4G equipment on our entire fleet, which is, we believe, is going to be a true competitive advantage for us. To date, no one else has signed up on a fleet-wide scale, and we're really excited after going and testing the equipment, etc. We believe it's going to be an extreme enhancement inside of the cabin of the aircraft. You can imagine the kids on the tablets, they're going to be able to watch movies, they'll be able to watch anything on DirecTV, etc. It's going to be awesome. You can watch the national championship live at 39,000 feet as you fly across the country with the new equipment, and large attachments, things that are not really feasible to do today on the commercial side. We're going to have that capability and utility on the private jet side once this equipment's on board the aircraft. We've been around for over 30 years. We're the longest holder of the Argus Platinum safety rating, and Delta Private Jets is one of the safest companies in the world.
We've been speaking with David Sneed, the COO of Delta Private Jets. This is William Garvey, editor of Business and Commercial Aviation magazine. Thanks for listening, and Happy New Year.